So what I'm trying to do is... Oh, wait, I can just put that in the description. Never mind. That's kind of stupid. I don't know why this is there. Now... Yeah. So that I put in the description the website.
Okay.
So once you look in the website, once you look down, you can just see a website. That's my seat. Yeah, just.
Gotcha. I don't think it really needs to say our Howdy Inc. website.
But what if somebody doesn't know what that is?
People...
I can edit it if you want me to.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of redundant by saying that. And if you wanna...
Is there any more links that you would like me to put in here that are important? You want me to link? Do you have a Howdy Inc. Twitter?
Yeah.
I can link that too. I just like, because I have not done that kind of thing yet. That kind of thing, so. Oh, wait, no, I can just, I forgot that I can. Oh, I love. Is this like the thing? Like that? Is that like what it would be?
Click on @Howdy Inc. And then that's the URL to my page. Huh?
It's like QuakeCon is going on right now. Oh my god. That's pretty amazing. I have not seen that yet. So. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Okay. I just want to be able to link everything. I want to put.
Alright, so how do we get this hangout working?
Just any other links? Nothing really else.
That's it.
Right. Well, you have to invite him in a either. Is he doing it on his computer?
I would assume so.
So you could do it with just emailing him. So would we use? No, we have to use my email because I'm signed in on my email. So.
What?
So how would we do?
His email is what you need.
Yes. Is that Drew? Is that what is Drew's last name?
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Is that okay? Hi, Drew. I just don't know. Oh my god, look at all of these freaking. Like all of this. Look at all these Twitch things. I don't know why I have all of that. all I need to is. Do you know his email?
No, I just asked him. He's replying right now.
I don't want to say it out loud, so you can either just like put his phone over here, your phone over here. Even though I don't even, well, I know Drew's watching. I don't want to just say somebody's email.
Hi, Drew. Thanks for watching.
It's really 666. That's freaking amazing. That's pretty funny.
My friend, what do you expect?
Well, anything 666 is pretty awesome. So.
What are you all like? Yeah, 666.
I'm the son of you.
Oh, okay.
What kind of a question was that? Oh no, I need to put it in here. I still don't understand why it's this. That's not my email anymore.
Fuck! Just got. Oh, look at that shit.
What the heck is that? Is that
from
dust?
My record or something.
Dust?
Yeah, like there's little dust particles all over the damn thing.
I want to copy and paste that. Is that it?
You know, I appreciate that by putting it on 2 records, it makes
Do they have 2 records? Why don't they have just one record?
Makes the quality of the record sound better if they space it over 2 records instead of putting it all on one.
Is that?
But then it kind of sucks because then you have to flip the record and switch it around after like every 2 songs. So there's only 9 songs.
Is that
4
him?
sides. That's what he wrote, right?
Yeah. I just want to make sure it is.
Go ahead and invite.
Ugh.
Use my download card.
Why do you have a download card? Oh, for.
It comes with the download of the MP3 and FLAC.
Sometimes you actually gotta do it differently.
That's pretty awesome.
Can you move that so I don't have to read your phone? Can you move your phone, please? Because I'm really anxious to read your phone.
Did he?
No, he did not. Okay, I'm going to have to send him the link, which I forget how to do. Because last time I sent somebody a link on Google Hangouts was like 6 months ago. So, technical difficulties. That's the YouTube page. Why is it so hard? No, I don't want to open up the camera. Wait, are you able to do that?
No, wait. Side D does not have music on it. It has etching on it.
That looks sick. So it just is a record that has that on it?
Yeah. It's just good. Side C is
what
the end of the album. You don't play that side. My copy has shit all over it.
At least that part, you don't have to play it. So see, I don't know why I haven't done this in so long that I forget how to do it. Oh wait, no, don't you just have to do like that? Is that a link? Let me see. Oh wait, no, maybe I don't know, I'm just sending that. And I'm gonna see what happens.
All the words.
What?
It's got all the words.
Oh, that's cool. You should just look at that. Like one day you should just look at that. That'd be inbox? No, that's unsent mail, right?
Okay, so what you're saying is that you don't know how to do it?
Oh yeah, it is a link. Okay, it is a link. So you check them that I sent them an email. Just real quick. So it is a link. It should take me to that, right? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because it just was a link and it was correct. See, those always technical you always had technical difficulties, and now we had technical difficulties, and I could find it out correctly. So I don't know why I don't. I should have to check it up. Where is it? Here we go. Do I have any moderators? No, I don't even know if I do. Okay. We need Audacity. Best goals and saves ever. That's not saying something. Oh, that was probably terrible. Hey. Did you text him?
Yeah, he said he's checking his email.
Okay. It might be in the spam folder. It's in the spam folder because I sent him a link. So
that doesn't mean it goes to the spam folder.
Are you sure? It's how YouTube works. If it's in a link for comments, it goes to the spam folder. I don't know. I don't really use email that much. Gmail, same thing. So we're doing this part first, and then we just do the rest. Okay.
So back over at the Hangout thing. He's not over there.
No.
Okay, try this one instead.
Number 666.
You only put 2 6s, so that could be what happened before.
No, I know. I think I did put 3 6s. Yep, that's what I did last time also. Exactly what I did last time also. That's great. Oh, I forgot to actually put the link. Yeah, it says that I did not put. Yeah, it says I put 2 6s.
Yeah, so send back, send one to the first one too then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stay here, so when he actually joins, show up here. I feel like the lighting's really dim. Or is it just me?
It's always pretty dim in here.
Okay. It does take a minute sometimes. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Should I have it so that it just shows us? Or it's really stupid when, because it's not like OBS and you can't have the 2 people at one time. It would be when it gets audio, it switches to their picture.
I'd rather do that than it just be on us.
Okay.
I don't want.
But it's really chaotic with like if.
Yeah, but I don't want him not to be seen. That's not cool.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Just when you have more people, it's different. So. Were you gonna play the record? No. Well, while we're doing no, I can't. Never mind. I can't. We already started streaming. Never mind. Dang it.
All right, come on, man.
This is taking way too long. It is really dim. Like, look, it's super dim. Like, it's really dim. Like, I turned on all the lights so I can go over here. Could we move that light? This lamp? Yeah, I turned on everything. Can I go? Am I able to start a video call and then also search? I'm looking at her. Can you start a video call and start streaming with videos? I don't even know what those words are. Oh, your phone's right here. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know what that means. I said he's sending it to both emails now. He said, alrighty. I said, anything? He said, should be good now.
What does that
I
mean?
don't know what that means.
So he's using the computer, right? So he said. Well, if it's good now, then he should be showing up on the screen right now. And we should be down here. We could do no. I was gonna say when like he's just talking, I could do just present to everyone, but when he's in here, I want to check a thing because you might actually be able to do the thing that OBS can do with two people at the same time. I don't know. I have not worked with this as much with multiple people. So. Drew came here for like 2 seconds and then left. Where is that window? Oh, here it is. Yeah. What is that? Is that an O? What is that? I don't know. What's that picture?
He said he got the email and he opened it.
Did you press the link?
Okay, so apparently what you're sending him is not the right thing.
It is though. Like, look, I can do it myself.
Well, that's because you're logged into it and it's your Hangout.
No, like I can. Well, I can't sign out. I'll send this email to you, and you can do it on your phone. See, it says that I have to agree to it. See, and then I can join.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
Okay, there we go. That's better.
No, where's that one at?
This.
That one's
right
there.
here.
Ah. What's up, man?
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
There we go.
Good,
That's
man.
better. Okay. Switch seats now.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
We fixed it.
So
Now it
we're
should
on
be
the
good.
air right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I see this? What is this? No.
We haven't done it this way, but just like 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, there we go.
Gotcha.
So we don't really know what we're doing. Usually it's just us sitting at the computer, so that's easy.
Can you scoot over, please?
All right.
Sorry. Okay.
Aaron, this is Lane. Lane, this is
Hey,
Aaron.
Lane.
Hello.
How's it going, dude?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful.
So I guess we should get headphones, huh? Or well,
Why? Why would we
I
need
guess it don't
headphones?
really matter.
Why would
Because
we
we're
need
just going to rip
headphones?
the audio from the Hangout, I think, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Okay. That'll sound okay, I guess. We need to get a
I
cool setup like
guess.
Kyle has. Have you seen
Oh my
Kyle's little
God.
podcast setup?
Kyle's, yes, it's insane.
It's like the coolest thing ever, man.
It really is.
Once, and it's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm so jealous. It's so cool.
But we don't have.
Can you see us? Are we like really dark on your end?
It's a little dark, but I can kind of see you.
We should pull that lamp, like right where your keys are. Would that be too bright?
It might not be.
At one point we had technical issues. Now we're having light issues. I don't know how not to have light issues. I mean, just overall issues. It's way better. Okay, see? Unless you block the light. Unless you block the light. Okay.
Well, I am going to block the light because I'm sitting right in front of it.
Well, now it's good
But that's
because
better,
it's going around, not straight.
All right.
Because that's how light works.
So we make our little notes thing that we do here so we know what we're talking about. Do you know what you want to talk about, like about the new show and stuff?
Okay.
I could just give like a describe what it is.
Okay.
The new episode probably will be up today, so
Mhm.
I could just plug that too.
That's perfect.
And just kind of talk about like what that is, or
Uh-huh.
even like talk about what we're going to be doing for the next episode, which we
Okay.
are recording tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Dad, can you go to the video? Because I want to see what it's doing. So, like, pull down the Hangouts.
We're right there.
I know. Pull down the Hangouts. And go to this. Or, no, this one. Sorry. You have too many tabs open. Okay. Play it and then go to the live. Okay, that also works. I just want to see what's it doing so I know what's happening.
Gotcha. It looks like it's just him.
Okay. That's not great.
Okay, so we don't want it to be just him.
Yeah,
so how do we switch that?
Go to.
I don't blame you there.
Is it this one?
Yes. Then.
And then click here.
And then.
Present to everyone.
I don't know. Okay. Do stop presenting.
Okay.
Then it should do everyone. Because yeah. Okay. Now go over here, I think. Okay, wait. But now that's gonna be also that's back, so I don't understand why this is so hard. Google Hangouts is very hard and I absolutely hate it.
We just haven't really used it very much. Alright, so it's still only showing home.
Also it's back, so it wouldn't really it's weird. Okay.
I say we say whatever and just
It's not whatever. It's on my channel.
it is
So,
on your channel.
Yeah, and my channel wants to see me.
Okay.
Because everybody loves me. Okay, then should we just present everybody to us? Yeah, I think that's...
You are presenting to everyone. What
Yes.
a weird way to state
What does
that.
that mean? Did the
You are
error?
Like a baboon.
Yeah, like that's weird. So what if I click both of us present to everyone? Will that switch back and forth between the two of us?
No.
Aaron, have you ever messed with this? Do you have any idea?
I have no clue. This is honestly the first time I've ever used it, really.
Gotcha.
We can tell because it took a while for us to actually like get it correct.
Where's my
Oh,
phone?
yeah.
Where is it? Feedback.
We just want to see ourselves. We want to see us.
Well, I want to be able to see both of us,
Well,
ideally.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
I don't know what to do, man.
Go back to Google Hangouts. Okay. What says that? Okay. Well.
I didn't even see what it said, and I clicked it. My bad.
Okay. Wait.
Show participants.
Okay. That's just I think.
Hide participants. Well, I don't want to hide participants, but invite people.
Go to settings. Okay, that does not matter. Okay. Go to the camera. Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing, man.
They haven't changed anything. Like, this has not changed since I last used it with multiple people.
But I remember last time we did this, it took us a minute to figure out how to do it as well.
Well, yeah, but we didn't have multiple people do Hangouts also. We just had ourselves.
Gotcha.
And it was a camera problem. It was not the Google Hangouts. The control.
Well, this is stupid.
Okay. So we can also up and down.
Video mute is unavailable. Is it maybe because he's on mobile?
No, it's not.
No.
Mama was on mobile at one point and it didn't matter.
Okay.
We can up each. I think we should keep up the control room because if we need to, we can up each other's volume and stuff. So, okay, you are presented to everyone. So
okay, so now we're big on this screen. So maybe.
Well, we're presented to everyone. So if we're presented to everyone, we can still see ourselves. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh wait, did we do it?
Say something, Aaron.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah. We're just waiting for the switch because this is laggy.
Gotcha.
Come on, stream. Why is it so far behind?
Okay, well, I guess then we are just going to show us.
Well, it went back and forth.
Did it?
Yeah, it went back and forth.
Look, so here's a thumbs up for the camera. So see how long it takes to get to that.
Yeah, that's what's going to take.
I don't think it's as far behind as you think it is. Oh wait, we're not live. Okay, there we go.
It's so far behind it.
Aaron, say something again.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Aaron. My improv skills are awesome.
Okay, so it looks like it's just gonna be us, I guess, because
whatever. We're just gonna rip the audio from. Oh crap! I didn't mean to press it.
Just go back to Google Hangouts. We can still look at him in Google Hangouts, but they cannot see him.
Yeah. So what if I manually click this and this?
Doesn't matter. We are presented to everyone. We don't want to do that. Like, that's just really annoying.
But what if I just click on his little box here while he's talking?
That does not change.
Are you sure?
Definitely should. That because it says you, so it's us. If we press on him, that means we see him.
He's right there on YouTube.
What? Yeah. I'm so confused.
So there you go. So I just have to manually click back and forth, which is really stupid, but at least it's better than just showing one side of the conversation.
I think because we said you, I think that just means because we just did that when we changed. I think that just means when we did it, it changed. I don't think we have to press it. We'll find out as we go on. It doesn't really matter. I don't think.
Okay.
Can you do Twitter and that stuff?
This stuff is confusing.
Yeah. Modern technology. Back in my day, we used.
Oh, Lane, you're an idiot.
How I be idiot? You talk so much crap about Google Hangouts.
Right here is what we need to tweet, correct?
Yes. So you don't have phone. Yeah, you already have the Twitter page.
And we're almost there. So how you been, man?
I've been doing all right. Busy with the kids and shit.
Yeah. You have how many kids?
I have 2.
Right on. Scott just had one too, didn't he?
Scott.
Yep, he did.
That's
a good one.
That's his brother. Lameness, Garbage Bin, or whatever his name is.
Lameness.
Yeah, I don't know if you know.
I think he uses on Twitter. I think he uses another web show.
Yeah.
Which I think he did a web show.
Yeah, we did one episode of that. What am I doing here? I need to post on Howdy, and then I need to tweet it, and then we need to be done with this crap so we can just freaking talk. Oh my god. Why is this not working?
Yeah. Okay. Why is this taking so long? I feel like we shouldn't have been working with that.
We probably should have been more prepared.
Well, we're never prepared.
No, we are not.
Duh.
Radio is live.
Ooh-wee.
All right, so I'm going to pull up my little simple note here. So the way we have always done the special guest is that we'll start off by talking about what you have done with Howdy Inc. in the past.
Okay.
So, but we'll just spend a couple minutes on that. We aim for like 10 to 15 minutes total time with the special guest. If it runs over, it's whatever. If it's shorter, it's whatever. But that's what we aim
Last
for.
week we had like a 45-minute episode. The week before that, hour 15 minutes. So
all right, so let's start with the Howdy Inc. stuff. What you did? You were on the couple old episodes of the Howdy Show, right?
Yeah. And I was on the Howdy Witch Project.
Yep. Yeah, we're family friendly here.
I was
so
Josh.
Yep.
Yeah. No problem.
So I still have a hard time with that. So good call. Howdy Witch Project is what we'll call that on here. I hate that we're censoring the name of what we made. That's so stupid.
it was funny though.
I know, but
I didn't even
I
get to
never
see all
thought
of it,
I'd
did I?
be a person that
Did I
would
get to see
censor
all of it?
myself. That's stupid.
I think we watched some of it and then you didn't have the rest of it. I think.
I also
Something like
wrote
that.
on the Buzz
Yeah.
back in the day.
So
Was he
the
the
Howdy,
person that got taken away
the
when
Howdy.
Kyle was gonna go pee?
that's that
Oh,
guy.
that's that guy.
That's this guy right here. We will for sure talk about Josh because that was one of the best things ever in the Howdy Show. All right, so let's tweet this and then we're good to start.
I'm on the face of your Howdy Inc. thing.
Yep. Howdy. Yeah. Are you gonna do your podcast like live stream?
No, we
Just sticking to audio.
Yes, probably just stick to audio.
Good for you.
Both of us have faces for radio, so.
There you go.
And we also say and like a
Yeah.
lot, so I gotta edit pretty heavily.
Tweet about that.
We say
Yeah.
a lot, but also we don't always. Well, we most of the time get it up, but we still live stream.
Mm-hmm. So live streaming just added on so much extra work that is not my favorite
That's
part
not
of doing
true.
this.
It only does that when we have other people, and this is the first time.
All right, so let's see. We're going to talk about Howdy Inc. So
And we started at
the
11.
Howdy Show, Howdy Witch Project. You were on 2 episodes of the Howdy Show, so we'll talk about that.
We'll try both of you. No, don't tell me because
yeah, we'll just talk about it. All right, so there's that. You did the Buzz. If you wouldn't have said that, I would have forgot all about that. Did you ever do the old Howdy radios with us?
No, Scott did. Right?
Yeah, I know Scott did.
I don't think I ever did.
I couldn't remember if you ever did or not.
Scott hasn't been on our thing yet, has he?
No, not yet. But now that I think we got Aaron on this week, we should get Scott on next week. Might as well.
Number 19. What are we doing for 20?
I don't know. So then there's that. So then we want to talk about your new podcast.
Worst
and the
idea
name of the
ever.
podcast is It Was Aliens, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna ask about
Aliens.
that because
Well, that's what we're here to talk
when you
about.
said that earlier, I was so confused.
Mhm. I'm sure you will explain it to us.
What
So
is
that's
that? That's not in
That's not for
ours.
this. This is for later.
Is that for how do you read the other?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So
is
it was
44?
aliens. So we're just gonna talk about that.
Okay. Maybe he might be my new favorite. Maybe you'll beat Smoothie.
I doubt that. Everybody
Smoothie
loves
was
Smoothie.
Everybody does love Smoothie, right?
Except
We need to get him back on too. That's what we need to do on those weeks that like we don't have a special guest.
We
Is
can
just
just-
be like, hey Smoothie or Kyle or
sometimes when
anybody.
we don't really have a show planned,
yeah. that's
we can
usually what
just be like,
happens.
hey, let's get this guy
Yeah.
here, and
We need to
it
do,
can
like-
just be a special guest episode.
we need
where
to do
just
what
talk
Kyle
all the time.
does. Like Kyle, when he does the Keezy show on a Saturday night, he posts on Facebook like, all right, who wants to do the Keezy show tonight? And then just whoever is able to do it at that time is who he gets. So it's a pretty smart way of doing it, really.
Well, we on Kyle,
No,
and we're not going to steal all the ideas from Kyle.
not well. Why not? That's the best way to do it.
Well, we're not millionaires, and we can't do.
That's how
all the
Aaron,
stuff.
Aaron is setting up his podcast right now.
Yep.
The exact same way that I
Absolutely.
set mine up, which is the same way that Kyle set his up,
Well,
because
Kyle
it's the
has
smartest,
a lot,
easiest way to do
well,
it.
Kyle has a lot of money.
And cheapest.
And cheapest, exactly. $3
Yeah.
a month is the way to do it.
Like for what?
To
Is that what you
host and
do?
produce the podcast. Yeah.
Is that what you do for the website?
Mhm.
Oh, $3 a month. I thought it was free.
I pay for the website now.
Oh.
All right, let's do this.
Bring him up. Because why can't we see him?
Yeah, that makes more sense than seeing us. You're right. All right, so give me like a 10-second pause just so I can see it in the little audio waves to cut it out later and make it easier. And then I'll bring it in, I guess. Or do you want to bring it in?
You can bring it in because it's Howdy Inc. You've always done that stuff.
Okay.
Because you know people.
Okay.
No, I brought in smoothie, but that's different because you smoothie.
Okay.
And I like smoothies.
All right, so here we go.
Okay, let's go. Open up Audacity.
We don't need Audacity. We're ripping the audio from this.
Oh,
that's what I just said, bro.
Whatever.
All right, here we go. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. One of the oldest Howdy Inc. friends of ours, Aaron, Mr. His himself. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Great to be on the Howdy Inc. Podcast.
Going pretty good, man. So how long have we known each other now? A long, long time.
Oh, like 2003.
Is that what it was?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were there there.
The gathering was 2004. It was when we
That was the first time we ever hung out.
Yeah.
That was an interesting time of my life. But so much fun. My God, that was so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
So you were there. You were at the beginning of Howdy Inc. You were on what episode was it? Episode 3 was the Howdy Witch Project.
I believe I was on the one before that when we were doing Schooled.
Okay, that's right.
The quote-unquote prank.
Yeah, so it was episode 3 was just a normal episode where we did a bunch of goofy stuff, and then episode 4 was the Howdy Witch Project.
You sounded
That's how it went.
That was the only time you did something goofy. How you just said that was like this is the only time we did something goofy, but no.
What was on it? So episode 3, that one had the drunk Aaron and sober Aaron, which was hilarious and just so stupid, but it was funny.
Yeah.
What else was? All that or no? The Howdy Witch Project was the one where you just randomly rolled out of the bedroom at one point. Do you remember that?
Oh, it's so long. I'm trying to remember. I remember little bits and pieces from that.
For some reason, that was like the one thing that always stuck out. But J-Osh was your character in the Howdy Witch Project, which was one of the funniest things I think out of everything that was on the Howdy show, that was always one of my favorite. It was just so over the top stupid. It was so funny.
My character was very very loosely based on Blaze Ya Dead Homie.
Yeah. Where did the J-Osh come from? Do you even remember at all? I don't.
One of the characters in the Blair Witch Project was named Josh.
Oh yeah.
So I think it was very creative on my end.
So we just took the guy's name and just added a little dash in there, and that our new character. That was so much fun. So that was a weekend that you came down. You live in New York. You're still in New York, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So you drove down here for a weekend, and it was when we were up in Columbus. We were staying with Kyle at that point. And so you stayed with us, I think, for like the whole weekend or a long weekend.
You put a tent in the living room.
We did. We put a tent.
Yes, we did.
Tent in the living room, and that's where we recorded the Howdy Witch Project.
Was it like not a backyard that you could use? Is that why?
No, he lived in like this big, like just apartment complex.
Oh, okay.
There was no yard whatsoever. Okay. So we filmed in the living room, which made it better.
It made it more stupid.
Yeah, because like in one shot, you could see like on the other side of the tent was like a fan that was plugged in, and you could like see parts of the living room and stuff. And then the one part was out on the deck where Kyle abducted you through the doorway with the ICP cardboard cutout standing behind him. And yeah, well,
I have not seen all of it.
Yeah,
so
you probably shouldn't see all of it.
Well,
no. was that the introduction of Alan the Alien?
Yeah, episode 3 was. Yeah, that was the first.
Yeah, it was Kyle's character. It was very funny to me.
I think you showed us up to the part of Kyle peeing in the corner and then him being abducted, and then he went into the corner, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Like I think you showed us like part 1 or something like that.
Right on. All right, so we're not here. Oh yeah, and then Aaron also worked on the Buzz, which he brought up as we were kind of getting things going here. I totally forgot that was even a thing. What did you do on there?
I wrote a couple articles. The article that pops into my mind as this was like 2009, 2010.
Probably, yeah.
When the Buzz, I wrote about mashup artists, like the top 10 mashup artists that aren't Girl Talk.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of the artists that I featured in there contact me and say that they appreciated me writing about them. I thought that was kind of cool.
That article was like hands down the most successful article of the Buzz, because like it got like posted elsewhere because the artists that you wrote about posted and stuff. I forgot about that. That was very cool. What was number one on that list?
Speaky.
Where was
a guy named Speaky? Girl Talk. It was the artists that aren't Girl Talk. So obviously, I was going to have Girl Talk was going to be number one. So I wrote about other artists, mashup artists.
Whatever happened to Girl Talk?
That was he put out a couple of years ago. He put out an EP with Philadelphia rapper Freeway.
Okay.
He used to be on Rockefeller Records, but I think he pretty much just tours now and does festivals and stuff.
Yeah, I saw him in concert a few years back, and it was a really, really fun concert. It was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen him live, but all I've heard about is his live show is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a dude on stage with a laptop, but like it was highly entertaining.
Oh, is it like a kind of like Denmark, like that kind of thing?
It's this guy that he's a mashup artist is what he is. So he's like notorious for taking like rap songs and rock songs and putting them together where like beats match up and stuff, and it goes back and forth. It sounds really cool. I like it. All right, but we're not here to talk about that. Let's talk about Aaron has a new podcast that he is working on. This is not your first podcast. What was your first podcast?
First podcast was Horror Dork.
And how'd that go?
That went pretty well. It was very fun to do with my friend Anthony. That was kind of like our introduction as friends. He was dating one of my friends at the time, and he invited me on because he needed another co-host, honestly, and I was about one of his only other friends that knew about horror movies and was very passionate about it. So he brought me onto that, and we did that for about a year. And I'm trying to remember what exactly happened. Honestly, I just think he kind of lost interest in doing podcasts for a little while.
Yeah.
After that, we kind of got it back together with PHF Cast. That originally stood for Prime Horror Flicks.
Okay.
And that was horror movies that were on Amazon Prime and Netflix.
Okay.
After doing that for a few months, we got kind of bored with doing horror movies all the time.
Yeah.
So we changed it to Prime Hulu Flicks, which was just anything, kind of like a free-for-all for any kind of movies.
Yeah. And
we did that for a little while. It's kind of a funny story how that kind of fell apart. So Anthony is like the ringleader for those two podcasts.
Okay.
Something will happen, and he converted to Mormonism.
Okay.
So he kind of just, and then he moved, and he recently moved to Salt Lake City.
All right then.
So
that podcast was done.
That podcast was dead. However, he gifted me his recording equipment for the podcast.
Well, you can't go wrong there.
And so this has been a little bit in a long time waiting. It's a passion project of mine. It's the new podcast is called It Was Aliens.
It Was Aliens. Okay.
Yes. And actually, I just started building the website. It probably will be done tonight. Probably shortly after I'm done with your show.
Cool.
And then the website's itwasaliens.com.
Are we able to
First
see it
step.
now?
You got a good URL. You're lucky you got that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. I was
Are we able
very
to see it
fortunate.
now? Like, have you? Are you still like making it and have not like published it actually, so then we can see it?
You can look at it. I haven't published a post yet, though.
Okay.
I'm honestly, probably after I'm done with this, it'll probably be live in like an hour.
Okay.
Nice. That's awesome. So you're taking the same approach that I took, which is the same approach that Kyle took, because he's the one that lets us know how to do all this cool stuff easily. And
Don't you have his setup on the Keezy show? Like that setup of his website? Don't you have that same template?
Yeah, I do. I have the exact same WordPress template that Kyle uses for Keezy.com. Are you using the same template too?
I don't think I'm using the same template, but he's been very instrumental in the development of this.
Yeah.
Not so much as like the recording the show, but like behind the scenes stuff.
Yes.
Kyle has been a lifesaver.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
And you have also been a lifesaver too.
I appreciate it. But yeah, Kyle really helped me get this one up and running also. It was awesome. All right, so tell us about It Was Aliens.
Basically, I've always been really passionate about alien documentaries, like true life alien stuff, even like or even science fiction movies. But the main focus of the show is me and my co-host Andrew, who, if you ever listen to PHF or Hoarder Dark, he was on sporadically on those.
Okay.
He's probably one of my oldest friends,
Nice.
and we're both very into alien stuff. So every week we're going to watch an alien documentary. We're not going to limit ourselves to just the streaming services. So maybe every once in a while, maybe something will be on YouTube, or it'll be or there might be a paywall behind one of the documentaries. But what we'll do is we'll watch it and just kind of discuss what the documentary was focused on. It's not exactly family friendly because Andrew and I have loose lips, and we're not very good at improving, so the F-bombs kind of fly a little bit. But
it's really hard to be family friendly. That's not my style.
Yeah. I said about making my Green Day video. I was like, it's really hard making a family friendly channel, and you're like, what's so hard about it? And you're trying to make a podcast where you can't drop F-bombs.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hard. So your first episode will be up shortly?
It'll be up very soon. It'll either be up tonight or tomorrow morning. The subject of the documentary we watched it's called Extraordinary, the Stan Romanek story.
Okay.
It's currently on Netflix, and it's probably one of the worst alien documentaries I've ever watched.
Okay.
It's very well produced, but Stan Romanek, do yourself a favor and don't Google. If you decide to watch it, don't Google him first.
Okay.
Just go into it kind of cold. That'll be probably the best way to enjoy it. But his proof really stinks.
Gotcha. So you've watched it. So then your podcast, how long is an episode? Are you thinking?
They're probably going to range around like an hour and a half around.
Okay. And just you and Andrew, any other special guest or anything, or just you two for now?
Just us two for now. We may bring in Golden, who, if you listen to PHF, he was one of the co-hosts on that. He would be very working around his schedule will be a little tough, but he's a really great guy to have on a podcast. He's very animated.
Gotcha.
And he always says he's very opinionated as well.
Yeah,
so
that's what you need.
Do you watch it like before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We watch it before, make notes, which is something I learned from doing PHF, because a lot of times after the episode, I'll think of something that I wanted to say.
Right.
I should have just wrote it down. So I'm not making that mistake with this one. I'm writing everything down.
Insulated
And
duck.
that's why we have notes right now.
Yep.
Yep.
The old Howdy radio, we would just press record and drink beers and just go, and that was whatever. And like now we take notes.
Yeah.
And we don't say the F
And
word.
you drink Mountain Dew.
It's stupid. All right, so everybody will be able to check that out within the next day or two at itwasaliens.com. And you've got a Twitter feed going at itwasaliensshow, right?
Yes.
All right.
And you can check us out on Facebook as well. The page is It Was Aliens.
Are you uploading it also on Facebook? Like you're uploading the podcast on Facebook afterwards?
Absolutely, yeah. It'll post links to where you can listen to it on Facebook and Twitter as well. But hopefully you'll be able to hear it on iTunes and all those other ones like Stitcher and stuff.
And once you get that nice little plugin going for your WordPress, there's absolutely like no work involved in all of that happening. It's awesome.
Yep, that was the first thing I did when I figured out how to use the WordPress. Yeah. I felt like such an old man.
Yeah.
Because I think the last time I even made a website was like the GeoCities days.
I miss GeoCities. GeoCities was awesome.
What is that?
GeoCities was like, it was a... Yeah, Lane doesn't even know what that is. He has no clue. GeoCities was like a website builder website. Like
so it's WordPress, before WordPress.
Yeah. Okay. But it was very primitive. It was very Web 1.0, not what
so it was early 2000s.
It was lots of things flashing and spinning and
was it
big
early
counters
2000s?
at the bottom of your website. It was so terrible. But I had like 20 different GeoCities.
Oh, yeah,
was it like early 2000s?
And they were all...
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I know lots of things about the early 2000s.
I mean, you weren't alive for it, so I don't expect you to know.
I know a bunch of that stuff. Like 2000s to now, I know so much stuff. But I don't know all website builders, so that's not my fault.
Yeah, that was
it was just funny.
Yeah, that was one you had to be there for.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one more for you, Aaron. We didn't talk about this one before we went on the air, but I know that you'll happily answer this question for me. What's your favorite episode of the current season of Rick and Morty?
Oh, Pickle Rick for sure.
Yes, absolutely, right? There's there's so many people on Reddit that's hating on this season and how it's just so absurd, and Pickle Rick is just like the dumbest thing ever. And it's
okay, well, all those people should die.
They're so wrong. I think they're so wrong.
They're very wrong.
Amazing.
Yeah, that episode was fantastic.
And then some people who hate on Pickle Rick say that the new Jerry episode was like the best episode like ever.
Which I don't agree with. I thought this past week's was like the most subpar episode yet.
It was funny, but it wasn't Pickle Rick funny.
It was not Pickle Rick funny.
No. And the Pickle Rick episode had Danny Trejo in it, so it's automatically better.
That was awesome. That was such a good episode.
Yes. Such great action sequences in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every week I've watched. I'm kind of new to the Rick and Morty thing. Like I won't claim to have been there from the beginning at all, but like every new episode I've watched like 3 times throughout the week, like before the next one comes on.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's very infinitely rewatchable.
One time
which is good because there's like 2 years in between the seasons.
Right. Well, you're right. They're so rewatchable.
I'm sorry, Elaine. I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy.
You're fine. One time, me and Tyler ordered a pizza, and we told the pizza guy to say, "Hi, Mr. Meeseeks, look at me," when they opened the door. And then the guy, when he handed us the pizza, he said, "I don't want to botch it because I don't watch it as much as I should." And then we opened up the breadsticks box, and it says it on the inside of the breadsticks box, and it was hilarious.
Cool.
Like that, and
pretty
it's
cool.
Domino's. So like you can like for the special instructions thing, you can tell them almost anything. One time, one of my friends told them to write a unicorn inside the pizza box. They did it. It was amazing.
Oh my god!
Like Domino's is like amazing.
Domino's is amazing because they write "I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me" on the inside of their pizza box, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can't argue with you there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks for doing the show with us. Everybody check out
thanks for
itwasaliens.com. I can't wait to hear the first episode. And is this weekly? Is this kind of just when you can do it, or what are you aiming for there?
we record on Sundays. I'll probably try to have them up on Monday.
Yeah. That's
I was thinking doing it Fridays, but sometimes, like for instance, this week's, which unfortunately took me way longer to do,
Yeah.
editing and getting everything set up. But like for example, this week's episode, we talked about a little bit of Alex Jones stuff that he did this week, and unfortunately, it's going to be super outdated by the time it airs. So I'm going to try to record Sunday, have it up Monday morning.
Right on. That's kind of the same thing that we do. So everybody will be able to drive to work Monday morning and listen to Howdy Radio and drive home from work and listen to It Was Aliens. That's what they'll do. Or the other way around. I don't really care. Well, alrighty, man. Thanks for doing the show with us. Good luck with the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me on and letting me plug my stuff.
Absolutely. All right. We'll see you later, man.
All right. Bye, and bye, Lane.
See ya. Did it?
All right.
Yeah, okay.
He left.
I didn't know what was happening.
I didn't know if he was going to leave or not.
Yeah.
Thought he might stick around. All right.
I don't know why he didn't stick around.
That's all right. We'll just keep trucking on.
It said there was one viewer, so I popped up the chat again.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, that was cool. That was a really good one, I think.
Yeah. And I'm going to have to do the book for that one. Because I'm going to...
So you're going to have to rip the audio from this whole thing and then just pull out his part.
I wish we would have had the extra thing up so then I would have known what... I wish it was Twitch and I could just clip it, which is way easier. Because you're able to just, when you're doing something, you can just press it, clip it, and once you're done, you can just press it again, and that's it. And it just clips it really quickly. So that's why Twitch is better than YouTube to stream.
All right, I desperately need something to drink.
Oh, me too.
Just grab a can of that.
Okay.
All right, so
What
I think that was a little bit longer, so I think we don't need it.
That long, was it? Well, we don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but
Doesn't really matter, though.
I think it was a little longer, so we don't need to go quite so long.
Like, Billings is like the only thing we really need to talk about. Besides, different. Yeah, I know. We've got two. Doesn't really matter.
Just grab one, and we'll just share the one for right now.
You can turn off the presenting to everyone because there's only one person. Tyler found out that there was on the opening of it, they're doing a clown only.
Yeah, I sent him a link.
That's just not okay.
It's awesome.
That is like, what if you dress up as a clown just for that? Like, that's just scary.
What was the name of the band that opened for Green Day?
Catfish in the bottom.
Catfish in the bottom. Catfish, one word. Catfish in the bottle. Man.
The bottom man. Smoothie watching. Because this is about the time that Smoothie can watch. So.
All right, so over here we're going to talk about. Just have it where to go.
I thought you typed all of that as I was done. As I was peeing.
I don't know why it went down there. This is just last week we were talking about how old Josh was. And I said, I think.
Is that his birthday?
Huh?
Was his like birthday today?
No.
44? Or
No.
we were just saying that he was 44.
So I said on the show that he was, I think I said like 53.
Can you move over? Because I can't really.
And then Taggart listened to the show and he corrected me and said that he was 44. So I figured we would give the correction on there.
You're only 9 years younger than Josh Homme.
All right, so what's
Wait,
up?
no, am I stupid? You're 35, right?
36.
Oh my god. Wait, you're 36? Since when?
Since my birthday, to be exact.
I thought. Okay, well.
All right, so this week we're going to talk about Green Day.
Green Day.
We're going to talk about.
And this time I can actually say.
Solar eclipse.
Color existence. No, we should not talk about the solar eclipse.
Yeah,
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We're gonna say something about that for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes is the max.
What else do we want to talk about?
I was watching mine.
You want to talk about the stupid fight that's on tonight? Do you care about that?
Oh, the UFC, the boxing match? Are we gonna watch that?
I'm gonna watch a bootleg stream of it. Yes.
I want to watch
I'm
it.
not paying $100 to watch it.
I know you're not gonna pay. It's $100. What's it? Isn't pay-per-views only 80?
Pay-per-views are whatever they want them to be.
Well, most of the time, isn't like
WrestleMania and shit's like $40, $50.
Yeah, then why is this stupid boxing match that's gonna end in like a minute gonna be 100? This is exactly gonna be in the match.
It will be the most bought pay-per-view in the history of
it's gonna beat that one stupid match that happened for like 30 seconds, and it's gonna be probably less than 30 seconds.
It's just stupid. So we can talk about that if you want.
He's gonna punch him once, and it's gonna be done. That Mayweather's gonna punch him once, and that's gonna be it.
And then do you want to talk about the Queen's album?
Yeah. I still hate that I haven't completely listened to it yet.
Well, then maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
Well, I'm okay with talking about it because I've sadly heard most of it by you listening to it when you illegally did stuff. I thought you were dead.
I got a season 2 Blu-ray.
Where? I see the first season. Okay, so the second season underneath that. What does it say?
The complete second season.
Why is it so tiny? Why is the word so tiny? Like, look how tiny the words are. Why are the words so tiny? That's probably hard to see when you're up close. Okay, there is... No, never mind. I think I might actually make a video about that. And I will.
No, you won't. Are you ready?
Well,
ready?
I don't. I'm not going to say something about it because I know I am going to make a video about it. Like, for sure. I already have it planned, so.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is 18.
Yes. Can you open up chat? You can put it in front of our face because you don't need our face. Boom. Up in front. Boom.
Ready?
Yes, sorry.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio, the Next Generation, episode 18. I'm Brandon.
I'm Lane, and that is probably the least excited you've gotten.
The least excited that I've got?
Yeah, with like the what's up. Most of the time you're like, what's up? And you were like, what's up?
I'm sorry.
You sounded so sad.
I didn't mean to sound sad.
You were like, help me.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Howdy Radio. I'm Brandon. All right.
Okay.
That's it for this week.
Yeah.
I'm too sad to do a show now.
Yeah.
No, so we got a really cool show this week. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
sound sad. There's actually a whole lot of really cool stuff to talk about. We went and saw Green Day earlier this week, so we definitely want to talk about that. The solar eclipse happened this week, which was just the coolest, most awesome thing ever, as long as you were in a place that made it that cool.
So don't be in Ohio.
Yeah, not in Ohio, unfortunately.
I don't know. Like, it sounded like some other people, not in like Deer Park, got something good.
Yeah.
But like here, we did not get anything.
We'll get there. We got there's a big boxing pay-per-view on tonight that I almost kind of don't even want to talk about, but I think we're going to. The new Queens of the Stone Age album came out yesterday. I bought it. I purchased it so Lane can stop being mad at me for pirating it. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And our interview segment this week, our special guest is our good old buddy from way back in the very beginning of the Howdy Inc. days, Aaron. otherwise known as Mr. His or Hysteric or whatever he went by back then. Anyway, he was on some old Howdy shows, and he's got a new podcast coming out that he wanted to talk about. So very cool interview with him. So stick around for that. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You sounded like, just watch this, listen to the beginning real quick. You sound so sad.
I hope the Aaron interview sounds
What's up,
decent.
everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio.
If you listen to any other one, you're like, what's up?
I'm Brandon.
I'm Lane, and that is probably the least excited you got to be. With the-
Excited that I've got?
Yeah, with like the what's up. Most of the time you're like, what's up? You were like, what's up?
Sorry.
It was so, you did sound really sad.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, so last Sunday, I don't
Yes.
remember the date, August 20th or something like that? 21st? I don't know, whatever.
Yes,
we
because
went-
August 21st was the eclipse.
Okay. We went to Riverbend Music Center here in Cincinnati. It's our big amphitheater, and we went and saw Green Day. If you remember a few episodes back, I don't remember what episode it was, a few episodes back, we were talking about concerts like we do a lot on Howdy
Yes.
Radio.
A
And
lot.
I told Lane for the first time that we were going to go see Green Day, and he's like, whoa, we're going to see Green Day? So we went to see Green Day.
And then afterwards, I'm pretty sure after we were done with everything, we had Tyler actually listen to the actual file to listen, and then we showed him that, and then we made him listen to it that way to get him really excited for Green Day.
Yeah, so we did it. We went to Green Day. So what did you think?
It was freaking amazing.
It was.
It's like the best thing I've ever been to.
So Lane's been to a couple concerts, big concerts. He's
2.
been to Pearl Jam.
Well, if
And
you think
Green Day.
about it, more than 2, but the big ones are 2,
Yeah,
and then some small ones are in Fountain Square and those
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of things.
But big, huge rock shows so far, Lane's made it to 2. Which, being 11 years old and having seen Pearl Jam and Green Day already, is not too shabby of a start in the least bit. I've got friends that have still never seen Pearl Jam, and that are like, I can't believe your kid's seen Pearl Jam and I never have. That happens a lot. So Green Day, though, we're not talking about Pearl Jam. We're
Yeah.
talking about Green Day. So what you thought it was awesome? What was your
Yeah.
favorite parts? Favorite songs?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably because they came out with Holiday, right? They started off with Holiday. Think so.
No, that or Know Your Enemy. I think it was
Yeah,
Know
they
Your
started
Enemy.
off with Know Your Enemy, then
Yeah.
Holiday.
Yeah,
Which was a weird start.
Yeah.
Know Your Enemy is a kind of weird start.
yeah.
Holiday is a good start because that's already into it. But
Yeah.
Know Your Enemy, it's it's not a headbanging song.
Hold on, let's actually back up a little bit even. Before Green Day even
Oh,
took
yeah.
the stage, after the opening band, who was called Catfish and the Bottlemen, I had previously never heard of them. They just sounded like a generic version of the
It's slash
Killers.
T all over the
Yeah.
place.
It sounded like the Killers. I mean, they didn't sound bad, but I'd rather just listen to the Killers
At
if
the
that's what I
beginning,
wanted.
somebody's guitar got messed up,
Yeah,
and it was really weird because it sounded all not country, but
Yeah.
really acoustic. And then the guy just started singing Green Day that was kind of yelling. And it
yeah.
was this does not sound like what would happen with
Yeah.
this kind of guitar.
But then he got his guitar fixed. They gave him a new guitar, and they still kind of sucked. But whatever. But we,
You guessed that they were from the UK, and they definitely were.
I didn't guess that they were from the
No.
UK. I said I think that they were. I think I remembered reading that they were.
And then they were and the
Don't do a crappy
I
impression.
can't.
No need for
I
it. Yep.
can't do I can't
Yep.
do an impression.
So they only played for a half hour. And then so in between that and when Green Day started, I guess it's something that Green Day always does because I've seen it on setlist.fm. They've at least done it all this tour where they just over the PAs, they play Bohemian Rhapsody, they play Blitzkrieg Bop, and I don't remember the name of the third song because I
They
didn't know
didn't
the third
play
song.
Blitzkrieg Bop. They played it after the Big Bunny came out. They
Right,
did
but it
not
was-
play that at the beginning.
Right, they played Bohemian Rhapsody, then they played Blitzkrieg Bop,
Then
then they
actually
played another song, and
What-
then
what
Green
other
Day
song
came
did they
out.
play?
It wasn't Green Day playing the songs, it was just they were playing the songs over the PA
Okay.
system.
I can't think of the other song.
Yeah. So like, but everybody in the crowd was just like screaming along to Bohemian Rhapsody, and like it just like set the tone like really well for like how much fun that this was going to be.
Like actually like I'm at a concert and I'm supposed to be like, hey, all these other people are weird. I'm allowed to be weird too.
Yeah.
I was just like singing it like really low and
Yeah.
stuff. Like not
Yeah.
actually getting into it as like 3 songs in. I was like, yeah.
So Green Day came out, and me being just the huge concert nerd that I am, like they came out with a bang.
Yeah.
And this is kind of, I mean, this is normal for like a band that's released a new album. They'll come out and play a couple songs that gets everybody rocking, and then they throw in a couple of the new songs that nobody cares about, but at least they can just get them out of the way early.
What is it called?
Revolution Radio.
That's a good song. It's not a fantastic
Their new
song.
songs aren't terrible by any means.
But that song is a good sing-along to song.
So, but they got through the couple new songs after that, and then like from there, the rest of the set was just fantastic. I mean, they played almost every Green Day song you'd ever want to hear Green Day play.
At one point, I recorded the encore like afterwards, just like everything like dimming down and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stopped when you said something, and then I did it again when they came out. It's so hard to see because there were the strobe lights when he was doing the really fast part for American Idiot.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of strobe lights and stuff, and you couldn't see really anything.
Yeah. They played all the good songs. It was just so much fun yelling the words along to it all.
I was watching it on my camera, and I was legit yelling everything. Like Tyler even laughed. He was like, "You weren't even really singing along. You were just yelling the words."
Yeah, and like during the concert, or maybe I think it was maybe right before the concert. Like I even gave the kids like a little like concert pep talk almost, like. You're here, like, you know, sing along to everything, scream along, act like an idiot, have fun. Like, you're not going to be embarrassed because you're dancing wrongly or something like that. So
and then you said, hey, it's a Green Day concert. You can cuss because it's a Green Day concert.
Yeah. So
like, you can't really be censored at a Green Day concert.
Yeah. So, like, the bad words came around and my kids were screaming. And so were all the other kids, too.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of kids
at
this
concert.
concert.
A lot more kids than I thought
I have been to a ton of concerts, and I have never, I don't think ever seen such a diverse age of people, from young kids to old people, that were just all there thoroughly enjoying themselves.
All the old people had earplugs in, but still.
Who cares? You don't want to lose your hearing. But because if you don't wear earplugs, then your ears suck like mine, and you can't hear nothing. I got to start wearing earplugs to shows. But yeah, just such a wide range of kids to adults, all there. Just, I mean, Green Day puts on a great show, so much energy throughout the entire thing. It was so much fun. Then they closed out the main set, and they closed out the main set with a couple new songs also, which wasn't great.
And it sucked because I didn't know the words.
Right.
And it was like,
when they close out the main set with a song you don't know, it kind of sucks because then you're just like, I don't know it. But it was the Still Breathing song, which is
that was a good song.
That's off the new album, and that is a really good song. That's probably the best song off the new album. So, but then they came back, and their encore was American Idiot and Jesus of Suburbia.
And
Jesus of Suburbia is my favorite song on that American Idiot album for sure, if not my favorite Green Day song just overall. I love that song so much.
Is that your second favorite
song
of that album?
No, I like a lot of songs more than I like American Idiot on that album. I love that album.
They played Welcome to Paradise.
That's off of Dookie.
Yeah, that was before.
Yeah.
That was before they played a couple newer songs.
Yeah, they played a really good mix of everything, really.
And then they played I forget what they played, but they played something that wasn't Green Day. They played a cover of something, so nobody really knew what it was.
Yeah,
I can't think of what it was.
The name of the band. The name of the band is Operation Ivy. They are I don't know a whole lot about them, but they are a band that was kind of out at around the same time that Green Day got their start. They were like one of those punk bands from San Francisco, the Bay Area, that got their start like mid 80s, late 80s, like Green Day did. They obviously never made it quite as big as Green Day did, of course. But yeah, so they played, their encore was American Idiot, Jesus of Suburbia, and then they closed it out with
they played 21 Guns.
21 Guns.
Then they played,
and then that kind of like
Life.
went into Time of Your Life. Yeah, so they closed with Time of Your Life, and then
they didn't even play all of 21 Guns.
They didn't play all of 21
which
Guns.
I'm really mad about, because that's like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I didn't like how they did that. I agree with that. They should have played the whole song. I don't know why.
Am I the only people that just won 21 Guns? But the only one that
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
the only one.
So, but it was a really cool closer, and then there was big boom, confetti raining down all over the crowd.
Yeah,
It says
we
Green
got
Day
some
on it. We've
confetti.
got confetti sitting in front of us that we
right here.
brought home from the show. So it was a really, really,
Oh,
really, really great time. We had just so much fun. I loved it. Hopefully Green Day comes back again, and we'll go see them again.
You said that was the fourth time they came. So
They played Cincinnati 4 times, yeah.
I think that's, if they come like to Columbus,
Yeah.
like Pittsburgh, would we go to that?
I mean, maybe Columbus. Pittsburgh's considerably further than Columbus.
It's not that far.
It's an hour and a half versus 6 hours.
Oh, Pittsburgh 6 hours?
Yeah.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
we could like spend a weekend there or something like that.
That's what we did for Pearl Jam.
Yeah. We will.
Yeah. So, but we'll figure that out when that comes later. So that was Lane's big concert adventure of
I said it was
summer.
better than Pearl Jam, and everybody's mad at me about that.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not scream and yell at Pearl Jam. I sat down and listened.
Okay.
I was not as hype as I was.
Okay. I mean, of course, to each their own. I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me which one you enjoy.
I
I hope
said
you
it-
enjoyed them both.
Yeah.
But any of them can be your favorite. But yeah, I mean, that was, as far as like summer concerts at Riverbend goes, that was for sure my favorite of the year. That was my last Riverbend
Second
trip.
time? Are you serious? Why
What?
does it do that?
Okay, well, quit
See?
drinking on the show, man. That's your problem.
I'm not, but like I put it down and then it splashes up. My
All
goodness.
right.
I'm just trying to drink some tea.
So Green Day, good concert.
Yeah. We're not gonna switch into all the other stuff. Is all that other stuff gonna be tiny stuff? Besides Queens of Stone Age, that's probably not gonna be a anything. We can actually do like a good review on that. I feel like we should actually do something with Queens of Stone Age more than the other
All
stuff.
right, well,
More than the other 4 stuff.
yeah.
Cause like,
All right, so we'll do.
it's like the solar eclipse that's minute long,
Yeah.
and then
And so is the other
the
ones, all of
boxing
those.
fight is half a second. Ash was Evil Dead, that's, hey, I bought a thingy. And then it is, wait, is that,
I was
is
just
the
gonna
clown,
say
is
that,
the
so
clown
that's
thing,
it.
that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
I just wrote it down to remember. to
Screw
mention.
it, though. Like, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're doing Queens. See, you haven't listened to the whole album, so like we can't go like track by track or anything
I can't
like
go
that.
track by track, but I know like almost everything. I don't know everything, but I know. I know.
Alright.
I can work with it.
Okay.
I can improvise.
All right, let's do the other ones first. And
Okay,
then we'll
I'm
do
okay with
Queens.
that.
All right, so bring this one in. So bring it in and say something about.
Yeah,
solar
can you
eclipse.
keep that over there?
Yeah.
I don't want that to be slashing my
Ready?
face again. Wait, am I bringing it in?
Yep, solar eclipse.
So, the solar eclipse was terrible here. Was
Yep.
it good for you down wherever you guys were?
Well, the difference between where we were and the difference between where you were was only like a few miles difference. So no,
That's
it was.
still a few miles.
But no, it was the same experience where I was and where you were.
You have a different angle.
Cincinnati in general was not a great spot for the solar eclipse. We got it was 90% coverage, which just sounded like so much.
And
but-
for us, it was 0%.
But it just left. I
It
mean,
was
it
like
was just
nothing.
still just as bright or whatever. But where I was able to borrow somebody's glasses. The kids didn't have glasses, which that kind of sucks. I wish they would have. They could have experienced it a little bit better that way. But it is what it is. The glasses did make it pretty cool. But the next one, I mean, I'm already thinking about the next one because I was pretty bummed by this one as well.
2024. So only 7 years away.
But I think where we are in 2024 is going to be 100%
Yeah,
coverage.
we have totality over
Yeah.
here. So if that fails, I'm going to be so mad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we
Because
saw lots of cool
totality is,
videos
like,
of the totality
so
places.
cool.
Yeah. We just didn't get to experience that. We should have drove to Tennessee and experienced it.
Could have went with Douglas.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, that's kind of what we should have done. But we didn't plan too well. We had stuff going on and whatever. So that is what it is. So we weren't able to really pull it off the best way possible. But, I mean, still just such a cool thing to happen. And lots of people got to experience it. But we just kind of didn't. So it was kind of a bummer. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Tyler just didn't really get into it, huh?
Nope.
No. Oh, well.
Like, even, like, we were out there for, like, a half an hour. We went out there at 2 o'clock. We went out there for about 2:45. But then, like, nothing was happening. So we went inside, and I said, if I see a light difference outside, then I'll go outside.
Yeah.
Because we don't really need to be outside that whole entire time, because I was just in the living room, and because no lights were really on in the living room, so if I felt like it was getting dimmer and I see outside that it's getting dimmer, I'll go outside and tell Tyler, hey, go outside. But nothing happened, and it was 5 o'clock. We went to Skyline, still nothing.
Yeah, well, by then it was over. By 5 o'clock, it was just completely over.
So about 3:30, 3:45.
That's when it was ending.
It was ending and nothing happened still. So, like, nothing happened at all. Then Tyler was like, okay, it's over. And I was like, nothing happened in the first place. So you started.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that it was kind of a bummer, but oh well. So that's that. That happened this week. Coming up tonight is what might possibly be the biggest bought pay-per-view in the history of pay-per-view.
It will.
It for sure will be. Yeah. So Floyd Mayweather is fighting Conor McGregor. I kind of don't care, but it's kind of hard to just avoid all the hype. So
because you were a UFC fan for a while.
Yeah, I was. So, but I don't really know anything about Conor McGregor because he's newer than when I kind of stopped watching it.
But he's still a beast. So
yeah, from what I know of him, yeah.
He's like
I don't
amazing.
honestly know that I have seen him fight though. I'm really not sure that I have seen a Conor McGregor fight.
I've played the UFC games and I kicked Tyler in the face once and he's dead.
Well, there you go.
He falls over and he's dead.
And Floyd Mayweather, he's just a piece of garbage. I mean,
he's fast and
this dude's like
tiny.
Been to jail before and stuff, and like beating women and stuff like that. So screw him. So that's all there is to that. So, but I think Mayweather will win. Yeah. I don't think because it's just a boxing fight. So Conor McGregor can't use his UFC stuff on him,
which is the kick.
Right.
And he can't use his kick, so like he still has arm stuff though. Yeah. Even though he has noodle arms like me. Like
no, he does not have noodle arms like you.
Well, no, he doesn't have noodle arms, but he does not have stronger arms than the legs.
Yeah.
So
but that doesn't mean he has noodle arms.
Well, he has
so
like
who do you think's
gonna
win? Muscle. Who do you think's gonna win?
Mayweather. I think he's gonna be like, you come to my space, I punch you in the face.
Yeah, I think he's
gonna say those exact words.
I think it's all fixed. I think every bit of it is. I think it's all just one big work. I think this is essentially pro wrestling at its finest, almost.
I think it's all scripted, and they're just trying to get money.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I for sure think it is. There's one guy at work that has a theory of what's going to happen is that Conor McGregor is going to, like, at some point, he's going to get mad during the fight or something.
And kick him.
And he's going to kick him. And then, oh my God, disqualification. Floyd Mayweather wins by disqualification. And then that way next week, then they can be like, well, no, we're going to have a rematch because we didn't get to finish the match because it ended stupid. So now everybody's got to pay another $100 to watch it again.
Or then they're going to switch it to UFC and not.
If they fight boxing. UFC, then Floyd Mayweather doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, because he'll instantly kick him in the face.
Conor McGregor will take him down in 1 second and be able to end the fight that way because Floyd Mayweather doesn't know how to fight like that. Yeah. So if it was a fight like that,
but he can still learn, just like how Conor McGregor can learn how to box. Yeah. like those little fighters and like lightweight that can just jump on you and then take you down from like a sleeper hold or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what like McGregor could like not stand a chance at that kind of thing, like doing something with like a Superman punch or something.
So we'll
That'd
see.
be
We'll see what
awesome.
happens.
Are you able to Superman punch
I'm not gonna.
in boxing?
I don't know. Probably not.
That would be awesome.
Most things you can't do in boxing. So that's on tonight. It's on pay-per-view. It's $100. I wouldn't be caught dead spending $100 on this stupid thing. So I'll fire stick that stuff is what I'm getting. How
What
I'm
does
gonna
that
get
mean?
it. Well, I can't say the actual slogan. Usually it's fire stick that stuff. So in other words, bootleg, stream it, find a live stream of it, and watch it that way.
I was gonna say,
So
you can't use my fire stick because
Well, I might
Okay.
mod your fire stick between
You
now and then.
can't.
Oh, that's right. Your remote's
my
dead.
goodness.
Dang it, that's right.
You
I need to get a new
can't.
fire stick.
Or
so I can mod it.
fire stick's only like $30 and you can put it on here, use my thingy that I use for my Wii and my Wii that I used to have where you push the button and then you can buy the OG Xbox, use that. Yeah.
Okay, so also this week, it was cool. The new Ash vs. Evil Dead season came out on Blu-ray and DVD. I went to Best Buy. I was able to go there Tuesday morning and get the cool limited edition steelbook packaging, which I was not able.
You can't even see the complete season 2 thing. I'm gonna go get that real quick.
Okay, so
That was
I'm
cool.
always a sucker for the like the alternate covers or the limited edition versions or whatever. I'm one of those people that always has to get those copies. So I missed out on the steelbook version of Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, and now they're on eBay and they go for like $150, and there's no way I would ever pay that much money for it. So I just made sure that I made it to Best Buy almost as soon as they opened this week. And I got there. Yeah, it's very, very, very cool
That's
packaging.
scary, though.
It's awesome packaging. Double disc. I've got so I got the steelbook this time, so that's exciting.
What's the chainsaw?
Nope, not on there.
Where's the chainsaw?
So I'm about halfway through the first disc, which only means really like 3 or 4 episodes, I guess. Or I'm 3 episodes
He can't touch
in,
his head with the chainsaw.
and
That would
I'm
hurt.
doing them with the director's commentaries. I've seen all the episodes already a couple times, so now I'm watching with director commentary. I like to listen to Bruce Campbell and all of them talk about stuff. It's pretty neat to hear all their little behind the scenes stuff that they have to
Is that
say.
a frog?
Is that a frog?
Yes. There's a frog on his shoulder, I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't know. Oh no, that's an iguana.
Oh, why's there a iguana on his
She has a
shoulder?
pet iguana. So
What? He's a man that has a chainsaw as a hand, killing demons, but he has a pet iguana.
yeah,
Is it a killer pet iguana?
no, it's just a pet
It's just a
iguana.
random iguana that he found
Yeah.
and it's a pet.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
that's it. So that's awesome. I'm very happy I got that. This was a cool week because I got the cool indie record store cover of the new Queens of the Stone Age album, which is way cooler than the regular cover is.
We'll
And
be
then,
talking about that in like a minute.
And then I also got the cool limited version of Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2.
Why is it Oak Grove?
Elk
Aren't
Grove is the name
Grove?
of it. Elk Grove is the name of the city in Michigan that Ash grew up in, and this season takes place back in his hometown where he
'cause
grew up.
Doesn't he like come back and then like his dad or something like that?
Yeah, his dad's on this season.
Yeah. How do I know that?
I don't know.
I don't know why I know that.
So it was a really good season. So it's
His
awesome.
dad
So
died or
then,
something like
and somewhat related in other horror news, I just wanted to mention how freaking cool would it be on opening night when this new It movie comes out, the remake of Stephen King's It comes out. There's a theater. It's called the Alamo Draft House, I believe. It's in Austin, Texas. I think their opening night screening, I think it's just one screening that they're doing. Everyone in the audience has to dress as a clown. Everybody.
So stupid.
Every person has
Oh
to
my
come into
God.
this theater dressed as a clown. How creepy would that be?
To be the guy that like. Well, I would hate to be the theater people overall, just having a bunch of clowns come into your
Yeah,
theater.
that'd be so weird.
And then the people who they're like to make sure nobody does something stupid in the theater,
Yeah.
like those people that are in the theater,
Yeah.
First of all, I would hate to do that in a horror movie anyways.
Yeah.
But I would hate for that person to just be like, because even when the movie doesn't start, it's still darker than it is outside. So
Right.
it's still kind of dark. And then you just have a bunch of clowns come in, and they're just looking you right in the face.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like a bunch of clowns, and then you're still there.
And then you're going to watch it together.
And then it shows up, and it's like, oh, I'm going to grab this guy's paper boat.
If I could go, I would be there in a heartbeat.
But you would have to dress up as a clown.
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I would
You are
dress up
not the
as-
person that would dress up as a clown to go see a movie with a bunch of clowns. Tyler would have to dress up as a clown too, because he's going with you.
Yeah, I would for sure do that. I would dress up as
Bet
Violent
you-
J or
bet you
Shaggy
you
2 Dope from
guys
ICP.
Bet you guys are gonna go see that movie, and me and Mama are gonna stay home.
Yeah,
and watch,
me and Tyler are going to see
Yeah,
it
we're
opening
gonna
night.
watch like the most childish movie ever. We're gonna watch like Yogi Bear.
And somewhat similar horror movie news. They announced they're doing a 30th anniversary screening of Evil Dead 2 out in the middle of the woods with Bruce Campbell, like
Did we not
watching it
talk
with
about
you.
that already?
No, how
No,
cool
we
would
didn't.
that be? Like watching Evil Dead 2 in the woods with Bruce Campbell. I mean, that's
I
the
watched
dream.
I watched 5 minutes of that movie, and I was under the covers for an hour.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't even take a shower afterwards. 'Cause I was so scared.
So wouldn't it be better to watch it in the woods with Bruce
no,
Campbell?
that's even worse.
That would be so cool. All right,
That's it.
that's it.
Terrible ending.
At least we still haven't got good at endings.
Hey, it's not like we're gonna get there. Now I can have it. Are we still alive? Oh yeah. Okay. For a second, I didn't think we were alive.
God, we've been doing this for an hour and a half.
We only have like one more 10-minute thing. Not even 10-minute, probably. What is the thing behind the disc? Because that was probably like a... That guy turns into a tree, right?
No.
Isn't that Pablo? He mostly turns... His face turns into a tree,
It's a
right?
book. The Necronomicon.
It looks like a tree on the picture you have on the iPad. It looks like a tree.
Nope. Sorry.
He turns into a book,
The Necronomicon.
which looks like a tree.
Okay.
I know somebody that turned
Looks
into
like a human
tree.
face. Okay, ready?
Wait, what? What? Does the book now look like his face?
His face looks like the book.
Wait, so he's still like a person? Like he's still like kills people, but his face is a book.
The Necronomicon. He is the Necronomicon.
Isn't that the bad people guy?
Yep.
Isn't that the bad people fight people? Is he a bad guy now? So he fights evil with the book on his face.
You know what? We're not going to go through the whole plot line of this
He
series.
fights evil with a book on his face?
It's Facebook.
Oh my god.
Ready?
His Facebook.
Ready?
So stupid. What? Okay, right now we're starting? Okay, cool. You should have let me stop laughing.
Ready?
Because it's so okay, that's cool.
Ready?
Okay.
Queens of the Stone Age, villains, now available. Here's our review, kind of, because Lane hasn't listened to all of it yet. So what do you think of what you've listened to? Didn't we do this already? Didn't we already review this when the album leaked?
No.
You sure?
We've
I feel like we've
I
done this
don't think
before.
we've done an episode since then.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think this is our
We
second
skipped-
time
we
reviewing
skipped
this album.
No. We have not reviewed this album yet.
Because we talked about it leaking on the last episode.
And then we never reviewed it.
Okay.
Maybe you did,
I
and
think
I
I
said
got-
no, but now we're actually going to review it.
All right.
Okay, it's
Here
a
we
good
go.
album, that's it. See ya.
All right. So the new album, much poppier than previous Queens of the Stone Age.
first-
Mark Ronson has ruined the band. I won't even listen to it because
Nick is
Nick's
not on
not on it or Dave's not on it. So they released a little video this week with this guy like interviewing all the old Queens of the Stone Age albums, and it was pretty funny. He got the first interview. The first album. The guy was just like, "I'm too stoned, man. I don't know." And then they got to Songs for the Deaf, and Songs for the Deaf was like just had all kinds of attitudes. Like, I'm not even going to listen to it, which like kind of sums up most of Queens of the Stone Age fans anymore, I think. And they won't. He wasn't going to listen to it because Nick's not on the album, and Dave
It's like,
Grohl's
I'm not
not on
even
the
gonna
album.
listen to it.
No, listen to it.
Nick's
He's like,
not
why?
on it.
He's like, because Nick's not on it. It was really funny. And Like Clockwork was really funny. He's like, what do you say? Like, I was so epic or something like that for Like Clockwork. I don't remember. All right, so but then the new album. What the hell was that? Just broke the chair. I don't know, man. All right.
The sound waves.
Oh man.
That was so loud.
All right, sorry we broke something in the studio.
What the heck
I don't know what it was. I thought it was Lane's leg breaking in half or something. I wasn't sure what it was. All right, so anyway.
I don't know what would break my leg.
I don't know. All right, so hand me the record. Just hand me that top piece there. Yep. So I bought the record today. I went to the record store and got it. It's fine. I went to the record store today and got it. I bought the cool blue looking cover, the indie exclusive cover. It's got a little bit different artwork by the guy that did the other album cover. Boneface is the guy's name. No. All right, so let's kind of go through the album here. We won't spend a whole lot of time on each one because I don't think Lane really is that familiar with each one yet, but I kind of am. So the first song on the album is Feet Don't Fail Me Now.
What the heck is that?
I don't know. Our studio's falling apart. So Feet Don't Fail Me Now is the intro song. What's your thoughts on that one?
It's really cool because we were listening to it in the car, and Tyler said the beginning of it really sounds like a dark kind of like Clockwork thing, and then it's just like do-do-do-do, and then it just goes right into poppiness.
Yeah. It's got like this real somber like 2-minute intro to it. And
Which is really cool. I like
and then like it kind of
thing.
morphs into like this just super like groovy guitar riff. It's
And then
just real simple.
And then it's just like boom, 70s.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny you say 70s. One of my buddies, Scott, on Twitter, he said that it sounds like he's like channeling his inner Bowie so much on this album, which is a really good way of putting it. So Bowie 70s there.
I
Totally.
should not tell Sister because I feel like it's gonna fall apart any second.
We'll be all right.
I'm really scared.
So Feet Don't Fail Me Now, great intro. I think they released a video for it the other day, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay,
though.
well we should watch it after we're done with this.
So really, really good song. One of my favorite songs on the album. A lot of fun. Really just cool. Really groovy. Like I don't want to sound like some goofy hippie or something. Like that's not exactly what I mean by groovy. Like it's just the beat is like what?
That's awesome powers, right? Yeah. Okay.
So that's a good one. The second song on there was the lead single off of the album, The Way You Used to Do.
Tyler hates it.
Still one of my least favorite songs on the album.
Why is it least favorite? I really like this.
It doesn't really do much for me. To me, and I don't want to be the guy that complains about the poppiness because I don't really care that it's a poppy album. That doesn't matter to me. But this one, it's just too generic. There's nothing to it that really makes me
it's really really poppy. That's why you don't like it.
It's not. I don't know.
I know the third song because I did not look at it. I just know the.
Okay, so the third song on it is Domesticated Animals.
I was gonna say it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You say it. Go ahead. What's the third song on it, Lane?
Domesticated Animals.
All right. So do you like that song?
Yeah, I know the chorus.
Yeah. It's a really easy song to sing because of the way he delivers it.
The chorus is like they say the chorus like multiple times. Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah. The way he sings it is so weird. That song in particular, my first listen of the album when it leaked, Domesticated Animals was my least favorite song. I didn't care for it. I didn't like the way that he sung it. I didn't like the delivery of it.
Wait, this song is how we said?
Yeah, this song, Domesticated Animals, yeah. And I didn't care for it. But then it was weird, like, then the next morning after I listened to it for the first time, I was listening to the album again when I was getting ready for work, so I heard it a little bit more, and then I got to work, and it was the chorus of this song that I had stuck in my head. Yeah. And I was like, well, what happened there? I was like, my God, it went from being my least favorite song to that's the one that got stuck in my head. And then that's also one of them times where I was like, all right, Queens of the Stone Age, obviously, you know what you're doing here, and you're making some different kind of music, but that don't mean it's not good, and it can still be catchy and get stuck in your head. So that's what happened with that song. Now I really like the song. It's a really great song. The next song on it is Fortress.
I think I've listened up after this song. That's how much I've actually listened to.
I'm still not sold on Fortress. Fortress is
I forget what even that song
It's
is.
weird. It starts off like the opening lyrics of the song, and like he's singing it in like such a, I don't know, such a douchey way, even, where he's like, your heart is like a fortress, you keep your feelings locked away, is it easier, does it make you feel safe? I don't know, like it's just, I don't think I like the lyrics. I don't think I like the way that he sings it, but as the song goes on it gets better. But at the beginning of it, I don't like the way he's like, your heart is like a fortress, and it's like, that's kind of stupid. I don't know, I don't like it, I don't think. Head Like a Haunted House. I think that song is like the most like Clockwork-ish song. Not as in like one of the darker songs, but as in like
More
like
rock,
Smooth Sailing or My God Is the Sun or something like that. Just more of like the rockin' song.
Yeah.
It's one of the more rock songs on this album. But I don't like it a whole lot. I don't know. It's also one that just like nothing really sticks out at me. Like it's only like a 3-minute long song, but I don't really feel like much happens in it. But it seems like a lot of people really like that song, but I don't think I agree with them too much.
I found out what the first. I think you chipped.
Yeah,
This
I think you're right.
chair. But then the second one, nothing happened, and then something must have fallen.
Yeah. All right.
So out of those 5, are any of those your favorite? Or no?
No. Out of
No?
those 5, the first half of the album, that is not where my favorite songs
Feet
are.
Don't Feel Me Now, I really
Yes,
like.
Feet Don't Fail Me is up pretty high on my list, but it is not at the top of my list. So the back half of the album, which we start with, the 6th song on the album is Unreborn Again. I think that is my favorite song on the album. I think it is.
Feet Don't Fail Me is the song that they showed when they announced Villains, right?
Yeah.
The little where he was like, I don't know this song,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was that one, yeah. Unreborn Again, I think, is one of the best songs on the album. Is the best song on the album. I love that song. It's Queens of the Stone Age for sure. But there's a lot of synthesizers going on this album, and that's kind of gives it that 70s feel to it, which I love. I think it sounds really cool. I think
There's nothing wrong with the 70s.
No, I think the sound that they ended up with on this album is, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I expect Queens of the Stone Age to sound different this album than they did last album, and this is definitely different. It's definitely more poppy, whatever. But I think it's a pretty cool sound that they've come up with. So Unreborn Again, fantastic song, love it. Hideaway is that's an alright song. That one's kind of a short one where there's not really a whole lot going on there either, but it is a good song. The Evil Has Landed was the 2nd single that was released after the album leaked. It was just a couple days before the album came out, was that released as a single. That's a really good song, minus the beginning of it, the very, very beginning of it, when the music hasn't even started yet, and Josh says, "Close, come
that's
close." I just wish it didn't have that part on the song. I think it's so stupid. I don't like hearing that at all. I don't know why. Like, it bugs me. But then, like, that's part of the song later, and it's fine there. But just the way he says it at the beginning of the song, something about it
like
just...
nothing's really in the background.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about it just bugs me, just the way he says it. But overall, I really like that song a lot. I think it's a very, very good song. One of my favorite songs on the album. I think my 3 favorite songs on the album are Unreborn Again, The Evil Has Landed, and the last song on the album, Villains of Circumstance. That is probably my 2nd favorite song on the album, Villains of Circumstance. I think it's a fantastic closer. I love the lyrics to it. Does
it really close at the end like really well?
Yeah. I mean, it's
a
not
really good ending to an album.
It's not like Clockwork, but it is a fantastic closer.
So
I love the lyrics to it.
So it doesn't have a good ending as like Clockwork?
Of course not. It's not like Clockwork. So no, it's not going to be as good as that. But it's a fantastic ending. There's been quite a few times where I've gone back and just listened to that song. It's a great, great song. So Consequence of Sound, which is...
So any of these songs, would any of them be on your, I guess, top 20 of...
Queens of the Stone Age songs?
Yes, because I can't say top 10 because I know none of these songs would be on the top 10. Top 20.
I mean, that's probably a pretty accurate statement.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely my top 10 Queens of the Stone Age
Because
probably would not include any of
because
these
most
songs.
of your top 10 would be some from Songs of the Deaf, probably Rated R, and Like Clockwork. Yes, am I correct?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I mean that's you just named their 3 best albums.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
And that's where the best songs are from. So.
yeah. Yeah, I mean I think they've come out with a very, very good album. I don't think that it's going to ever be at the top of my list of my favorite Queens albums.
Is it in your top 5 of Queens albums? No.
There's no way I can see myself liking this better than.
Would it be 5?
I was not a huge fan of Era Vulgaris.
That was
which was the one that was before Like Clockwork.
Yeah.
That one's got some good.
7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's got some good songs on it, but it's consistently been my least favorite Queens of the Stone Age album.
I haven't listened to some of the other ones in a while.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have at one point listened to all of them.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to the first one.
Yeah.
The one that you just said. There's another one. There's another one that isn't those 3.
Lullabies to Paralyze.
Yeah.
See, that's Lullabies is one of my favorite ones. It has a lot of Mark Lanigan on it. It's got a lot of darker stuff to it.
It's just like how Rated R was. I thought that I didn't know most of the songs.
You know
like,
all the songs on
yeah,
all of
I know
those albums.
all of the songs, but just when I hear the album name, I'm like, I don't think I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, no, I love this album. I know every single song on it.
Right. Yeah, I love Lullabies, especially because Mark Lanigan is so involved in that one. That was one of the things that kind of sucks about this album is that there is no special guest whatsoever on it. It's just Queens of the Stone Age, and that's whatever as well. I mean, it's their band. Obviously, they can do whatever they want, but they've had so many special guests over their past albums that's always kind of been something that I liked about Queens of the Stone Age.
I feel like they don't say when there's a special guest. I feel like they don't say featuring. On the songs, I don't think I've ever seen
No, I mean,
featuring.
they don't do it like it's a pop song or a rap song where it says like Clockwork featuring Dave Grohl or anything.
Yeah,
but
like,
if you look in the liner notes in the album, it says drums, Dave Grohl, vocals, Mark Lanigan, whatever,
like
stuff
when
like that.
When you said that, like, didn't you say?
But they don't include a featuring
Did you say
in the song
somebody
title.
was on like piano or something? Well, who was that?
Yeah, Like Clockwork had. I mean, Dave Grohl played drums on half of Like Clockwork. Trent Reznor was on Like Clockwork.
But when you said that, I knew Dave Grohl. I knew that Dave Grohl was that.
Yeah.
But like all these other people
Elton
that
John
you're saying,
is who you're talking about. Elton John played piano on
I
Fairweather Friends.
I never knew those because it doesn't say featuring. When on like Gorillaz, anytime there was somebody on it, it said featuring.
Yeah, Queens doesn't do that. It's just the name, and I appreciate that. I'm glad it's like that. I would rather it just be the name of the song. It's still just a Queens of the Stone Age song. It doesn't matter
it's
who
not
else
Queens
is
of
on
Stone
it.
Age and hey, guess what? All these other people are here too. Like,
but that is
these
something.
People are here, but it's still a Queens.
It's still
of
just
Stone
Queens
Age.
of the Stone Age, right? So I appreciate that they don't put featuring anybody in the title. Don't ruin your song titles by putting somebody's name in it. It's not necessary. Unless you're somebody like Gorillaz that has to have a feature in every single song. That's just how they are.
Besides one.
So yeah, I mean, this is a good album. Honestly, it's probably close to the bottom of
but
my.
are any of them in the top 20? You never said that.
I don't know. I'd still need to spend a little bit more time with them. I mean, there's 20 really, really, really good Queens of the Stone Age songs that are off their past albums that probably none of these can touch that.
Is this in your top 5 albums?
Well, I mean, they only have 7 albums, I think. Here, let me quickly look it up so I don't give somebody the wrong information.
Lullabies to Paralyze.
Hold on. Here, I'm going to just pull it up so that we get
7.
it right.
It's 7.
So, here we go. We're wasting time on the radio.
It is 7.
And, of course, nothing will load on my phone. So, anyway,
It's 7.
but no, I mean, their self-titled album, I think the self-titled album is better than this album. Rated R, Lullabies, Songs for the Deaf, Like Clockwork, those are all for sure better than this album. Era Vulgaris, I don't know, maybe this will beat out Era Vulgaris because I'm not a huge.
Those songs?
Turning the Screws, 666, Make It With You.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
You
album
would
again.
you would know the least amount of songs off of that one because I listened to that one less than any of the other ones.
But yeah, when like Clockwork came out, did I tell you at one point that when you stop listening to that, it was weird listening to not his voice?
Yeah.
Because that was only because like that was the first after that was like the first album that I remember. Because that was what 2013?
Yeah.
Like that was how old was I? 8? That was like the first time that I started to remember things.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. I'll tell you the story later.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, with Like Clockwork, I dove into that album like crazy. I think I listened to it for about a month straight without listening to anything else whatsoever. Villains, I listened to for about a weekend straight, and then I kind of started listening to some other stuff, and then I've listened to it a few times since then. I've probably listened to it at least a dozen times front to back at this point.
And I have not listened to it front to back yet. So.
I bought the record today, so tonight, as I'm sitting down working on Howdy Radio, I will give the record a full front to back listen.
Well, I'm still working on my Green Day. I'll listen to that, even though it's really sad that I've not uploaded that yet.
All right, yeah. So I think that's what we've got. So that's my super long ramble about the new Queens of the Stone Age album. So very good. I mean, but even still, like, I mean, I feel like I'm saying more negative things than I'm saying positive things about it, and that's because they are one of my very favorite bands, and they didn't deliver my favorite album by them. But that does not mean that it is not
poppy. You don't like pop.
But that doesn't mean that it's not a good album, and that I mean, a mediocre Queens of the Stone Age album is still better than most everything else that's out there. So
Queens of the Stone Age overall is better than most of everything.
Yeah, so
out
I mean,
there.
a subpar Queens album is still a Queens album, and I'm still glad that they're making the killer music that they are making. Just a few days ago, I also bought tickets to see them. So me and Liz are going to go see them in Columbus, and I think it's in October. So we'll actually get to see them on the Villains tour. It's like a Tuesday night or something like that in October.
Tuesday the what?
I'm not 100% sure. I can look at the ticket here. Oh God. Let's see. I got my stack of concert tickets here. Queens of the Stone Age is September 12th. Sorry, I was wrong. Tuesday, September 12th.
Oh, that's really like close.
Yeah, it's 2 days after we go see the Toadies, so that's going to be extremely
crazy
awesome.
Week.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 2 concerts, it's still a crazy week.
Yeah, Sunday night will be Toadies, and then Tuesday night will be Queens of the Stone Age.
So what will happen
How awesome will that be?
Wait, so, dang it. So what will happen on Sunday?
I don't know. You'll probably just be hanging out with somebody. I don't know what's we don't have that planned out yet. So that's it. Queens of the Stone Age. So I give this album, God, it's still hard to give it an out of 10 rating.
How's that hard?
6.5.
Yeah, I would think that you would go 6.
6.5.
I can't wait it yet.
Yeah, you really need to get into
out
it.
of the 3 songs that I have heard, 3 and half of 4.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 5.
And here,
it probably gets better on the other half.
I hate to just like read lyrics because that's kind of cheesy, but I will just because we're reviewing the album. Why not? So we're about to wrap this up.
3 that says the same 2 words, and then 3.
No,
4,
it's the second to last verse on the album, which is kind of the last verse on the album before they like repeat the chorus again. And the words to that one is, "There's no magic bullet, no cure for pain. What's done is done until you do it again. A life in pursuit of a nameless prey. I've been so close, I'm so far away. It's so hard to explain, so easy to feel. I need you now, nothing is real. Save me from the villains of circumstance before I lose my place." Hands down my favorite verse on the album. One of my favorite verses ever. I don't know, just if you listen to it and you listen to J-Ho say it the way that he does. When I
listen to it, I feel like it will be better because you just said it.
Yeah, that's why I said I hate just reading lyrics. But the way that he delivers the lyrics is hands down. That is hands down. That verse on that song is hands down my favorite part of this album, and it's fantastic. That part is my favorite part on this album. The way that I appear missing on Like Clockwork is my favorite part of that album. So just throwing that out there.
What was in that? The chorus?
No, my favorite part of that whole album is not lyric, it's music. It's simply the part in I Appear Missing where the drum goes dun 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 dun, and then Josh breaks into the solo, the wow wow wow. That's the best part on the whole album, hands down.
Just the little drum into the solo.
The drum fill that goes into the solo, and the solo that is on I Appear Missing is my favorite things that Queens of the Stone Age have
That's
ever
my
done.
favorite solo of all time.
Yeah, it's one of mine. The best solo on this album, if we're just throwing that out there, on Reborn Again, hands down has the best guitar solo on this album. Very cool solo. Love it. Not a lot of crazy solos on this album, but that's because
I heard one
all right, let's
on Domesticated Animals.
Yeah.
I heard a solo on that, and that was good also. Yeah.
Yep. All right,
I
man.
think that's it.
So
That's
our
Kool-Aid?
what? I don't know. All right.
Here, I think it's
I don't know. Let's finish this up. We're rambling at this point. We got to finish this.
I thought I saw
All right, so let's go.
Kool-Aid.
We're done with this. Everybody check out the new Queens of the Stone Age album, Villains. It's awesome. Go listen to good music. So right now we've got an extremely cool interview with one of the hosts of a new podcast called It Was Aliens. He's our old Howdy Inc. buddy back from the Howdy Witch Project and some old Howdy stuff like that. A lot of fun. Aaron's on the show, so let's do that. That ended up a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be.
Okay, let's
Set
find
that
the
over there,
Kool-Aid.
please.
I saw K. I thought it said Kool-Aid. It does say Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid and swallow the pill. It actually does say Kool-Aid. Oh my, I cannot believe I actually saw that. I was just like looking at it quickly and I saw Kool-Aid. That's amazing. They said Kool-Aid in a song. What did you just text Tyler?
He said he's about ready for work, but
Is he on a
I
what?
don't have about ready at work being done.
Oh, okay. I need to upload the screen. Like,
All right, come on, let's.
right after this, I need to upload that Green Day
Well, the
one.
first thing you have to do is to get the audio out of Aaron's interview.
Yes, I can do that on the computer upstairs. I can do that first, and then work because I
need
need
that file before I need anything else.
I need to make sure. I really wish we would have done that differently. I wish I was gonna say something, and then you told me be quiet and to have silence. But I wanted you to go to the actual page where that was. I needed to know the time because I don't just want to try to find it randomly.
Now you have to find it randomly. It'll be all right.
It's just way harder to do it
Yep.
that way.
All right, intro.
Okay, what is it going to be?
I don't know. What do you want to say?
I don't know. What was the main thing we said?
Mm.
I don't know.
All right, that's it. We had that was a pretty big show.
Yeah.
We had a lot to talk about since we didn't talk about nothing last week, so we had to come back and talk about it all this week. Pretty cool
We
week.
didn't do anything last week.
No, we missed the show last week. We can't do them every week. People, quit yelling at me.
Yeah.
Nobody's yelled at me in the least bit. But sorry we were
People
back.
have asked me though.
Yeah.
Like at school, they're like, "Hey, why didn't you do one?" I'm like, "I'm lazy sometimes."
Yeah. Sometimes we just can't work them in, but whatever. All right, so that's it. We'll try to be back next week, though. See you later.
That's about really fast. Like, okay, we'll see you right next week. Bye. It's like it was like in your mind. You're just like, okay, let's be done and over with this. It's really fast. We still got one view. It's probably Drew. Drew's probably still here. Okay.
Ready to go.
I don't know what to say. What do I say? Oh, I thought you were about to save that. What did I say?
I don't know.
I don't know what to say. I think you should do at least. I don't know what to do. Intros are hard. You can just press play and then be like, okay, say something. I don't know what to say.
Say,
I feel like you've won that shirt.
Howdy Radio.
I feel like you have worn that shirt. I know you haven't, but every time I look at you, I feel like you're wearing that shirt, and I feel like you've worn that shirt for like 2 months in a row.
I just put it on today.
I know.
But I have worn the shirt a lot. But
yeah,
that's because I like it a lot.
Shirt a lot.
I don't have a whole lot of shirts, and this is my new favorite shirt. All right, how about, since we talked about boxing, how about you do a boxing intro? Just say, and in this corner.
Can you do it?
No, I like you doing the intros. I like you doing that stupid stuff.
I don't like
Say, in this corner, weighing in at however many pounds, Howdy Radio, the next generation.
You gotta be in the background.
Oh, yeah. How many pounds do you want to say that we're weighing in at?
2,000 pounds.
Okay.
We're really fat.
Whatever. Ready?
In this corner, Howdy Radio, the next generation.
Hold on. You gotta say.
Oh yeah.
And in this corner,
weighing in.
Say, in this corner from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in
I forgot
at.
about the weighing.
Yeah, weighing in at Howdy Radio.
Okay.
All right.
In this corner from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 2,000 pounds, Howdy Radio, the next generation. You're gonna say woo.
You want to redo it?
No, we just do that and then say woo.
We'll just do that.
No, we just do that. Okay, what fell? I want to know what happened.
Something off the keyboard. I think it was just this.
Oh, that? Where did it fall?
And I think the chair, that was weird. That made a terrible sound.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to go over here. We need to stop this, right?
Yeah. Okay.